Good morning, folks, and welcome to Minerals, Rocks, and Fossil Talks. I'm your geology teacher, Jen, and it's Fossil Friday. So let's talk about Lystrosaurus. Talk about a face only a mother could love. Lystrosaurus may not be the prettiest animal, but it is incredibly important. Discovered in 1870 by Dr. Elias Root Beadle, he tried to reach out to Othniel Charles Marsh, who unfortunately never responded to his letters. So Beadle reached out to Edward Drinker Cope instead, who ended up describing the animal. So, part of the Bone Wars. Lystrosaurus is a dicynodont therapsid, which is a group of non-mammalian therapsids. It wasn't very big, it only averaged about 3 feet in length. But like other dicynodonts, it had a very short snout that may have ended in a horny beak. It had only 2 tusk-like teeth at the very front of its mouth. It had a weak jaw joint that moved backward and forward in a shearing motion rather than up and down. It moved in a semi-sprawling gait, and its massive forelimbs suggest that it was probably a powerful burrower. In 2022, a mummified Lystrosaurus was found in the Karoo Basin in Africa. It showed dimpled, leathery, hairless skin. Neat stuff. However, one of the most incredible things about these animals is when and where they lived. It lived from the late Permian through the early Triassic. That means it survived the Great Dying, the biggest extinction event the Earth has seen. So how did an animal like this do that? We're not entirely sure, but a few ideas have been put out, including that it was really good at hibernating, that it could burrow and avoid the worst of the extinction event, that it was possibly semi-aquatic, it was not specialized to eat certain kinds of food, so it didn't really care what it ate as long as it got something. There was a shortage of predators. Or he just got really damn lucky. Which, honestly, is probably one of the most likely. So as you can see, lots of ideas have been thrown around, but nothing concrete yet has been found. We're still not entirely sure what caused the extinction event either, so that doesn't help matters in figuring out how things survived or why things died either. The other big deal is where the fossils have been found, like India, China, Mongolia, European Russia, Antarctica, and South Africa. Currently, these countries are not all close to each other, so it doesn't really make sense. However, if you were to put these all onto a map of Pangaea, it makes a little bit more sense. We now see that for the most part, Lystrosaurus was hanging out in one general area, with the exception of, way up here. I don't know what you're doing, my dude, but maybe there was more that we just haven't found in our northern continents. So, it was a big help with the theory of continental drift as an evidence that something happened. I hope you learned a lot today, and tune in Monday for a more in-depth look at the Ring of Fire. Have a good weekend, and fossilize you later.